Welcome back. In this video, you'll see an example of what to do if your pull request is failing. So as a reminder, we've already forked or made a copy of the City Scrapers project into our own account. We made some changes, and then we opened a pull request to try to get our changes adopted into the main project. So let's see how our pull request is doing. Oh no, we have some failing checks. So if your checks are passing on your pull request, then this will be green, but if not, it will be red. So if your checks are failing, the first thing you can do is to look at the details to see why is it failing. And so here there's going to be a lot of output. If you're not used to reading logs, a good thing to look for is red or the word error. So here I'm starting to see some red, and I see an assertion error. So just to read through this, we have, it looks like they're trying to test some descriptions, and they're checking if the description is none, but they got that the description was not none. It was this long piece of text, right? So this happened because we changed the description in the spider, but there are checks that run in the background. There are tests that run, and we didn't update those tests as well. So I'm going to do that. So in order to update the tests, in order to make my checks pass, I'm going to go back to my fork, right? So I'm editing in my copy, it's not City Bureau's copy. So it's going to be github.com/r-way, my username, /cityscrapers. So here we're back in my copy. And then I'm going to go work on that branch that I was working on. It was update Chi-School's description. Right? So here's where I was working. And then now I have to update the test. So this will be very common. If you update a spider, you will probably have to update a test. So let's look in the tests folder. And then just like with the spiders, we find the test for the spider we were working with, and that's Chi-Schools. Okay, and maybe this code is unfamiliar to us, but we know we updated something to do with descriptions, right? So here we have something to do with descriptions, right? And here again, this is what we had before, description is none, but we've changed that to a couple of sentences. So again, we'll have to edit this so this isn't none anymore. So again, you can edit by using this little pencil. And then we'll go back to this description. And I think I still have it copied onto my clipboard. Yeah, so here's this long description about the Chicago Board of Education. So I'm going to do this, do that formatting again. So actually, I'm going to do something here to make the formatting a little nicer, but this isn't necessary. Expected description is equal to, and then I'm going to take this text and actually put it here. Okay, and format it up here. Okay, then I'm just going to put is equal to expected description. Okay, so what this test says is that the expected description is this sentence, and we're checking that the description we scraped is the expected description. And now, so I've made my change, and I have to save it onto my copy. So I'm going to make a little description of what I just did. So update test Chi-Schools description. Save it or commit it. Okay, great. And now we can go back to our pull request. We'll be able to see it on City Bureau's repo. So here's our pull request. You can see this isn't red anymore, it's yellow because the checks are running again. So while the checks are running, let me show you what we've done. Right, so we're here. We made some changes and we opened a pull request, but then our test failed. So we made some more changes. So we updated the test, update tests, and that will automatically update our pull request, and it will rerun the checks to see if we can get green this time. And while we're still waiting for these to run, we can see actually these two commits, these two times we saved our work. We can see the original one from the previous video, we updated the description. And here, this just came from us doing this now, we updated the tests. Okay, so I cut the video so you wouldn't have to wait with me for the tests to run, but the checks ran, and then I refreshed the page, and it was green here. So all the checks have now passed. So that's great. If your pull request has all green circles, then you can change the name of it. You can remove the WIP for work in progress because it's now ready to go. And you could leave a comment in here saying something like, I think this code is ready to be merged into the master branch. Or something like, I think this code is good to go. It's probably good to go. Okay, and then, so here we are with a passing pull request, and then somebody else from one of the City Bureau code maintainers will come along and talk with you, will either accept your pull request or talk with you about what else needs to be done. And if you get to a place where you just keep having your checks fail, please reach out on Slack. We're more than happy to come look at things. Good luck and happy coding!